One of the really hot topics in gastroenterology and in medicine and health today is the gut microbiome. And generally what we mean by the gut microbiome are the bacteria in the large bowel or colon. There are a huge number of bacteria in the colon. It's estimated that there are somewhere between 30 and 400 billion bacteria. As a Brit, that's European billion. That's 10 with 12 zeros after it. So 30 to 400 billion bacteria is a huge number of bacteria. And it's about 1 to 1.5 times the number of cells that we find in the human body. So there is an argument that we're actually a microbiome on legs rather than that we as humans have a microbiome. Why is it important? Well, the bacteria in the bowel have to live, and to live, they have to get food. And that food comes from the food that we eat that doesn't get digested. So any condition like PEI that leads to malabsorption, maldigestion, alters the food that is delivered to the bacteria in the bowel, and it has the potential therefore to alter the microbiome. So because of this, it's clear that patients who have pancreatic exocrine insufficiency will have a change in the microbiome because there's a change in the nutrients that are delivered to the colon and to the microbiome. What's not clear is how important that is, but we certainly do have data now that show that even in healthy individuals, differences in the amount of pancreatic enzymes that they secrete will lead to differences in their microbiome. We know also that patients with inflammation of the pancreas, for example, autoimmune idiopathic pancreatitis, will also have changes in their microbiome related to the extent to which the pancreas has been inflamed and is unable to work properly.